120,000 hunters, centuries of tradition, and unlimited resources of wild game. This is the world of Polish hunting. And what about one of the biggest hunting festivals in Poland? Welcome to the next episode of Eurohunters program. It's a beautiful morning, and I think we'll have a wonderful hunting day. And it's time for the briefing. Meet Jarek, a friend of Eurohunters. It's his debut at Hubertus in Spała, and he's going to tell you about his adventures there. After a long and quiet night in Spała Olympic Sports Center, Jarek is ready for a huge dose of excitement and adrenaline. He will be a guest at one of the biggest hunting events in Poland, which attracts a few thousand hunters from Poland and abroad in just 2 days. Their collective hunt alone will bring together over 200 hunters, including falconers. It's a great logistic challenge for the organizers. I'd like to welcome my dear colleagues on the festive hunting day in celebration of our patron, Saint Hubertus. Hubertus 2015 in Spała, Poland. Everyone was listening carefully to the hunting leader, who related to the most important information concerning safety and organizational matters. During this quick and informative meeting, we noticed that some of the hunters arrived in Spała with the whole male representation of the family. It's important to hand down fine hunting traditions to the young generations, especially during events like this one. When the meeting ended, hunters, divided into groups, went together to the coaches that had been waiting for them nearby. An event like this is a great opportunity to meet new friends and to test your four-legged friends in a real hunting. Just a short attendance check, so we know that everyone returns after the hunt and the last colleagues get on the coach. Relax, there's room for everyone. The important task we have is to follow our colleagues in the coach. Together we will have the pleasure of wing shooting pheasants in the hunting association Czajka near the city of Łódź. These clouds of dust beat all American westerns. Streams of sand are literally pouring down the rear window. Fortunately, the journey doesn't take long, and we're there in about 15 minutes. Our new reporter is getting nervous. There's no need to panic, Jarek. No one will laugh at you if you don't shoot anything. On the contrary, just ask your colleagues who have more experience at wing shooting in Spała, and they'll give you some tips. There's always a welcoming atmosphere here, which is why it's so difficult to get on the list of hunters. Time for a short briefing from the leader of the hunt. We've just been informed that all pheasants bagged during this hunt will be divided equally among the hunters. So it's possible that even if my rifle lets me down, I won't come home empty-handed. My wife will certainly be happy about that. Provided that the husband takes care of the plucking. Anyway, let's not split hairs over pheasants or something like that. First of all, every participant must wear bright orange armbands in order to make hunting as safe as possible. A nice atmosphere is good, but there must always be order. Everybody follows the rules and puts on their armbands. Well, almost everyone. Some of the participants didn't have to do it. I'm really curious to find out what number we've got. Well, we've got number 15. I think it was chosen especially for us. It's going to be all right. So our number is 15. We like that. So far we like everything. Actually, we stands for Jarek, our special correspondent, who really wants to surprise his wife by bringing a beautiful pheasant for Sunday broth.
Look how dry these fields are, how the land craves for rain. It's awfully dusty. One big cloud of sand. Take a look at the colleagues behind us. They are all covered in it.
Who's got number 18? It's not us. Together with the rest of our new colleagues, we'll have to go a bit further along the field, which cracks under our feet. But never mind that. We'll soon hear the cracks of shots. At least that's what Jarek is hoping for. A moment ago, we passed station 14. Number 13 is next, and then it's our place. Soon we'll feel the incredible thrill of today's hunting.
Za chwilę rozpoczną się ogromne emocje związane z dzisiejszym polowaniem.
The drive has just begun. We can already hear the beaters. I hope something flies out to us.
Zaraz wyskoczy. Jestem pełen nadziei.
Private Kowalski is waiting patiently for his turn. Will he shoot something for the broth? Well, not this time. This cock will land in the pot of our colleague from the line. To be honest, we were counting on beginner's luck, but it seems that right now we're paying our dues.
Jesteśmy w tej chwili.
The first drive has just ended. It's very exciting. I tried bagging a pheasant once, but I need more practice. Maybe next time. I'm optimistic because there was a lot of birds, fantastic atmosphere and great hunting.
Ptaków było dużo. Fajna atmosfera. Super polowanie.
Jarek hasn't shot anything, but he offers sincere congratulations to his colleagues and probably wishes silently that fortune would eventually smile on him too. After all, everybody knows that Hubertuses in Spała are famous for successful hunts. A few pheasants have been shot so far, and a few that were luckier escaped the volley. It's time to go back to the coach and head to another hunting ground, where our newcomer will finally be able to show his more experienced colleagues some skills instead of just talking. We may draw some consolation from the fact that Jarek wasn't the only one who missed it during the first drive. The first pheasants were taken and we are finished with this cover. My colleagues had some nice shooting, splendid, and there's more than 3 drives as far as I know. I hope we also get to shoot something. Now it's obvious that I lack experience. The friendly atmosphere at Spała Hubertus extends beyond the time of hunting. While traveling, some have a snack or chat with neighbors, and others rest before the next drive. After all, some of them were firing their rifles like cowboys. Fortunately, Jarek seems to feel more and more relaxed, and this can only help him. After a short trip, we get to a place near the second drive. It should be okay. The local hunters have been managing the population of pheasants for years in this area. I need to find out what station I drew this time. I hope it brings me more luck. Sure it will, Mr. Reporter. The last part of the journey has to be covered on foot in order not to flush the pheasants that might be around. In just a moment, the hunters will hear a signal that marks the beginning of the hunt. A bit of stuffing for the pheasants and we're ready. Well, it seems that this huntress wants to put Jarek and his colleagues to shame. But luckily, she left something for other hunters as well. Although the drive produced a fine number of birds, after an intensive beginning, there was a long silence, only occasionally interrupted by either a real or false alarm. But it seems that our Diana, that is the female hunter, is completely satisfied. So there's no point being sad about the end of the drive. Now it's time to focus and look for the backed game, because not all of the pheasants fell close to the hunters. Moreover, no rubbish may be left lying on the ground, especially if it's used ammunition. I thought one of them fell somewhere here. No, it wasn't there. We shot them here in front of us. Both of them fell right here, close to me. I only saw a dog running and I think it took it, because I heard someone saying, "There it is." Don't you worry, no pheasants will go missing, and surely no one will steal the bag from a girl. The second drive is over. I'm extremely happy. I managed to shoot a pheasant, fantastic. This is such an amazing feeling. My hands are shaking as if I hunted an elephant or something. Wow, and Jarek works so hard too. We'll see if you're so brave when the roles change. Anyhow, we have to get on the move, because there's one more cover to go to. The coach that's taking my colleagues to the next drive has just arrived. Looking at my car, I feel terrified. Before the trip, she was washed and polished. You see how she looks now. And it also looks like it's time to end our program for today. We hope that we encouraged you to meet us next week for the new episode of Eurohunters, in which we'll travel to the last drive and summarize the whole event. We're also going to see what happens on the second day, which will be dominated by horses and horsemen. Goodbye, see you on YouTube.